Oh, damn! Or a bracelet.
What is the shirt
Hold
you're
on.
wearing? What are you wearing?
That's a picture of my mugshot.
That's a picture. You got arrested
Twice.
Oh,
Do you still have that thing?
I don't know. It might be in my closet. I donated a lot of clothes, so some homeless guy might be walking around with your mugshot on him.
I was gonna be driving down West and I'm like, that's fucking me.
You're like, that's me. At least he's, he has a good shirt. Like, it cost me like $20. So
I don't look like that anymore, thank God.
yeah, if you did, we would have to talk, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what about drinking made me look like I had a tumor in my face, but it was tough.
I think we know what about drinking makes you look like you have a tumor. Yeah, it's the.
I might have
drinking.
gotten punched in the face after that. At least I hope so for that picture looking like that.
You might have. You might, but at least you had a good time.
I think.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You blacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a blackouter. I wasn't ever a good drunk. That's why I had to really stop.
Okay.
When you black out, do you throw up? How do you black out? Because I always throw up. And then I get so
I was known as a puke and rallier for sure. I was that guy, but I would still black up in post. Like after the puke and rally, I'd come back. I would make some more room, and then I would get the alcohol.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, it was tough. It was fun though.
There's something to be said about puking, and then it's over. It's like ninth round. You've been knocked out. You're on your ass, and then you get back up and you go, "Hey guys,
I'm back."
That's doing it for the love of the
Does anybody
game.
remember my name? Because I don't.
There's plenty of stories about how I went to bed and then around 1 a.m. when everyone was about to give up, I was like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
There's apparently one story, and I'm still not even 100% on it, but I was told that we went to a friend of mine in college, Remington's house, and halfway through the night, I get blackout drunk, and I go to lay down, and they're about to end up the party, and they go out of the party room they're hanging out in, and I'm in the living room crawling out of the window to go into the backyard to pee. And they're like, "Yo, there's a bathroom over there." I was like, "I didn't want to wake anyone up flushing." And they're like, "You're crawling out of a window." Like, I'm being respectful.
Do you get weirdly considerate when you get super drunk?
Yes, because I am so ashamed that I got that far. That I was like, okay, I'm already this drunk, and everyone's gonna talk about how I'm this much of a problem. I can't be a problem and a problem.
Yeah, let me crawl out of a window.
Yeah, so
That's
I'm just
the
gonna
solution.
black out and go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah. That'd be funny if you're hammered and you're I'm not saying you would do this, but if you're one of these hammered and you're like groping people, you're like, "Hey, I'm sorry," I don't mean it,
I'm gonna apologize again in the morning, but just right now, let me cover my bases.
I'm gonna regret this. I am.
You're just doing worse shit to make it seem like you being drunk wasn't that bad.
No, it was just a lot of "Hey man, I love you. I love you so much. You're honestly kind of like my best friend. If we're getting down to brass tacks or something." I always had some weird expression.
Yeah,
You just turn into a drunk white chick at that point.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I always drank the white chick drinks too, because beer at a certain point it was fine, but I like things that taste good too.
Dude, we had a dude in high school. We had a house party somewhere, and he literally pooped in somebody's drawer, underwear drawer. And the guy found it the next day. He was like, "What the hell?"
At least he did it in the underwear drawer.
And he came forward. He's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, that was me."
Oh, that was totally me who laid a fat dump in your clothes, dude.
Hey, by the way, I'm having, now that I've woken up and sobered up a little bit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. That was me.
Let me beat you to the smell. All right.
Once you're trying to figure that out, it's in your underwear drawer.
Imagine the kind of demons you have to poop in somebody's underwear drawer whenever you're that.
Man.
That's
fucked
hilarious. That's so funny. My thing was, I had heard one of my mutual friends or a friend of a friend had upper deckered someone's toilet when you poop in the top
that's
tank.
bad.
And I was like, that's real bad and mean, so I'm gonna pee in it. And then I just started peeing in upper tanks,
Okay.
and that was my upper decker. I'm like, it's a little less disrespectful, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun little prank.
If I flush my toilet, pee came out.
Oh, and the thing was, everyone knew too, because I wasn't hydrated.
I'd call a plumber. I would call a plumber.
Yeah, you probably couldn't figure it out. What is happening? It
Dude,
won't go away.
Is this rust? Why is it so orange? You're like, oh no, I was on one that night. I'm sorry.
Oh, your piss is orange?
When I was drinking, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because if you don't drink any water and you don't eat, you get drunker faster.
There's
Sure.
smoke coming out of the bowl. Poke a hole through it.
Dude, I
There's
pissed.
just air and sounds coming out of my dick at that point.
I pissed dark brown once.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you went into kidney failure? What
Yeah.
happened after that?
I just drank some water.
No, Blake has more drunk stories, I think, because you remember more than I do. But
Well, no, because I've been doing it for 12, 13 years.
yeah, but you also weren't a sloppy drunk. I was sloppy.
Yeah.
But in 3 years of drinking of a sloppy drunk, that's about the equivalent of as many sloppy stories as a 10-year vet. And you have some where that make me laugh. Like nothing will make me laugh more than when you told me about throwing up in an empty pint glass and then just continuing to drink at that bar.
Oh,
What?
boy.
Yeah. Well, it was actually 2 pint glasses. So like,
You had to pinch it off and get a second glass.
I ran into
One more, please.
so up in
Chugs
the,
one beer so he gets an empty glass to vomit.
so up at the Denton bars. I swear to God, I only run into this guy when I'm like really drinking up
your
there.
imaginary friend.
And I call him my imaginary friend because, like, this is the only thing that makes sense. I go up there and have a couple beers. I never see this guy. I'm taking shots of whiskey. I turn over and he's right next to me. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" It's like the Big Lebowski, when he turns over and he sees Sam Elliott, and he started ordering.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, he started ordering shots of Rumple on my tab, and I was like, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
I started taking shots of Rumple, and the Rumple just hit the whiskey wrong, and
Yeah.
I had 2 empty pint glasses in front of me. And then pinched it off, and then went to the other one.
Oh my god. And they let you stay?
Yeah, I left the bartender a really good tip.
Oh.
They really, and as long as you don't miss the glass, he got it all in
Yeah.
the glass. You're like,
Oh.
it becomes less gross and more of a bar trick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we've got this fat guy that can make it all in a glass if he vomits.
Yeah. Have you ever tried doing it again?
No.
Oh.
We're gonna line him up 5 feet back
Yeah,
this time.
yeah,
Y'all come
yeah.
line up.
Yeah, you draw like a little chalk line on the floor.
He's making side bets.
Yeah.
He's just, hop, he's just up in the air,
Yeah, he like throws it. Oh, hey, hey-o.
spits it up, catches it back in his mouth, swishes it out.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Dude, good for you, honestly. That's actually pretty amazing. I can't I don't know what would you do if you saw that? Like would you clap? Like would you
Move.
leave?
Give a head nod and
Yeah.
keep walking.
Yeah, would you just keep drinking? Like would you leave if you saw
Would
him
I
do
leave
that at a
if I
bar?
saw-
If I bought you a drink afterwards, would you stay?
Would you take the drink from the man who
Well,
just
no,
threw up?
no,
his
that's a-
pint?
that-
This
that's a
just
great
happened to me.
yeah, no.
I was at a work happy hour, and we went out to Katy Trail Ice House right after the work happy hour with a few of my coworkers. We were like, "Yeah, it's Valentine's Day. We're gonna go get laid." We did not, but the thing was, we were drinking, and we were drinking beer, and this guy was already fucked up. We did tequila shots, and then he just threw up all over the table.
Ooh.
And then me and my other buddies were like, "Yeah, that killed the vibe. We're gonna go." So I think if you were in my group and you did it in a glass, we'd probably stay.
Yeah, well, there's a difference between puking on the bar and puking in a glass. Like
were-
they can clean
Yeah.
the glass up real quick. Like you puke on the bar, you're
It
ruining
smelled. Yeah.
everybody's night's getting ruined. The bartender
And on the
everybody
table.
around you.
Yeah.
Puking on the table, that's still pretty a nonchalant vibe. You're like, I think I would have hit that guy. It's just like, if you throw up right in front of me
Yeah.
on the table
I'm
I'm
like, go to
sitting
the
at,
bathroom.
like you couldn't have made it. I would have helped you.
Depends on the consistency. I'm not gonna have to lie. What did you eat that day? Was it like a
I
chunker?
ate a whole thing of chicken wings before I started taking the
shit.
Rumple shots.
Yuck. And I know you, and I look at you, and I know some of those bites aren't properly chewed down. So there's going to be a couple pieces that are just like, oh my God, that might be a full wing.
You swallow drumsticks whole?
No.
Oh, okay.
Down his gullet, dude. It's like a seagull. It's,
yeah,
you remember Nemo?
yeah. Oh shit. Dang, man. I mean, yeah, you gotta listen. Wings are good. I can't blame you.
Yeah,
But
they were 70-cent wings.
oh, even
too.
better.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Real quick before I forget, because I tend to forget this until we get about 15 minutes in, but thank you for coming back to watch another episode of the
good
Dingbat
job.
District podcast. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to give myself the Peagle for that one. This is going to be a very fun episode. We've got 2 guests, 1 returning, 1 new face. I'm very excited to get this show going. Y'all make some noise at home for Josh Thorp and Nick Kissee coming on today.
Hurrah!
Well, thank you guys.
I'll
Of
clap.
course, thank you. Live studio.
People at home.
Yeah. So, Josh, will you go ahead and plug up your social media so people can find you at home? And then, Nick, will you do the same afterwards?
Yeah, of course. Maybe Josh1 on Instagram and Facebook. Josh Thorpe, my name.
And then, Nick.
Go to nickkissee.com and you'll find everything you need there. I got Instagram there and YouTube.
Y'all got any shows coming up that y'all can plug for people to find you?
Yeah, I've got a show at Will Call in Deep Ellum, April 18th.
Okay.
And that's the closest thing that I can think of in terms of shows. Nick's going on the flip phone. Nick, can you hold up the flip phone so we can see it on the
There's
camera?
my website.
Nice.
You're a flip phone guy?
Yeah, I got a.
Wait, you're pulling up the website on your flip phone?
Yeah, nickkissee.com.
Dude, that's
No
like
kidding.
2008 shit.
Check it out.
That's awesome. Do you have to pay for those minutes?
No. They got it on the monthly thing. So I just pay $25 a month, and I get a little bit of data.
Dude, you're David Tell. You and David Tell are the only people that I know that still have flip phones.
Did you have a smartphone and then you went over?
It's in my car.
Okay.
Yeah, I need it to get around and
Yeah.
then like post on Instagram. But when I go home, I'll leave my phone in my car, and then I'll just watch YouTube on my flip phone.
Oh, nice.
And then that's like
How
my
is-
way of
How is that?
it's good. I mean, like I can't scroll on it. It's very difficult to scroll, so I have to watch like very long form stuff. So it's very helpful for the brain to like not scroll.
That's pretty nice because I get stuck in a doom scroll pretty often.
Yeah, so it's good to get out of that.
Josh and I were talking about it before you got here, I think, but I've been stuck on like making pets days, like just giving the what's the word? A rescue dog the best day of their life. Like I just watched a blind puppy for 3 minutes have the best day, and all they did was just buy it a thing they needed just to get through the day, so they'd stop bumping into shit. You're like, that's a $40 thing. That's the best day of this dog's life. It's just a whole lot of hope core because otherwise I get real sad.
Yeah, because your algorithm was pretty fucked up beforehand.
Oh yeah, you remember
Right.
the silly guys dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Okay, so for the people at home that might not know this, I think I brought it up before, but I would challenge my algorithm every once in a while because I would just get a lot of news and body cam footage, and that would just make me sad because everything's real sad. But then I made it full of mentally challenged people dancing, and then I had a great time. I was showing y'all. There's also one guy that really enjoys putting Skittles on hot dogs and eating them and showing that to the world, and I love it. His name is the Hot Dog King.
We should do that.
Put Skittles on a hot dog?
Yeah.
But here's my only thing. He would eat them raw hot dogs.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
And we can't do that because that's... my favorite thing about the Hot Dog King is his form, or he's got a formula to every video. He likes everything he tries. He's had a cheeseburger with a cookie instead of a bun.
Okay.
That was pretty fun, and he always
Was it
takes
raw?
The cookie was not cooked at all. It was a warm
it's just
Walmart
raw?
cookie.
Oh,
it was
okay.
a room temp Walmart cookie.
Okay.
And every time he eats something new, he takes one bite. He's like, "Man, I don't know about that. Well, let me try one more." And then he takes one more bite and he goes, guys,
He says, "I don't know" until he finishes the whole thing.
I think I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I when I first found him, he was just testing the Dr. Pepper blackberry flavor that they just came out with. And he was like, he did that whole setup to it. And I was like, okay, I kind of want to see what else he tries. And then you just go through this whole random bullshit. Like, I'm going to put my cereal in chili and then put it on an egg and see if I like it. It's just weird as shit possible. And I love it.
I bet he thinks he's a genius.
He
in
is.
his mind, he's like, this is smart. Like, I'm thinking of stuff no one else is thinking of.
And even if he's
I
not,
don't know, dude. Skittles on a hot dog is pretty groundbreaking. Like I would never do that.
I bet he woke up and he was like, damn, that was a good idea.
You would never do that for good reason, though.
No, never. Also a raw hot dog? Are you fucking out of your mind?
well, we
raw
are
hot dog?
forgetting the big asterisk that he is severely mentally challenged. He is, and that's why I support the guy. But he is a genius because whether it's creative or not, he is getting thousands and thousands of views and making money off of it, and I can't get monetized for dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start sucking down raw dogs, dude, and you might be close.
The Dingbat district is closed. It's now the raw dog.
Oh, dude, I just can't get that because like when you open the package, it's got like the juice in there. So he do you think he like paper towel like dabbed it off, or do you think that he just like bottoms up and like just put it in the?
It still looked a little wet, so like he didn't even wash off the raw hot dog.
I feel like you ever.
The Skittles are starting to like bleed from dye, so it's becoming a colorful disco dog.
I feel like you've ever seen The Hangover when he puts the roofies into the steak and he pushes them in.
No. What?
No, he doesn't even push them in. It's just like relish on top. It's just he's just it's like a weird little chutney, and he loves it.
It'd be cooler if he just pushed the Skittles in.
That was in the third movie, right?
No, it was the first one with
Oh,
the tiger.
yeah, for the tiger.
Yeah,
the
the
tiger suit,
roofie
yeah.
the tiger.
Oh, okay. So we're also big movie fans here, and Blake was just telling me about a movie. I already forgot it.
Yeah, Warfare.
Warfare. Okay.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen anything about this movie?
Mm-mm.
No, dude, I barely watch movies.
You gotta
Oh.
watch this one.
I like.
This one's a fun war movie.
No, it's not a fun
It's
war
not fun.
movie.
It's a very good war movie. But
Okay.
it's the only thing I've been seeing like you used to see movie ads all the time. Like, it was the only thing you saw all the time on TV. It was every other commercial, basically.
Mhm.
And this is the only one I've seen recently. And then Blake goes, and he says it's like the #1 thing he's seen in a very long time. Who else was in it, Blake?
Kenny from We're the Millers.
Oh,
Nice.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all are getting paid?
And he plays a Navy SEAL in this movie.
Yeah, he
Jesus.
fixed his eyebrows. I saw he fixed his eyebrows.
Then he's
Changed
kind
his
of
career.
fucking yoked again. Like, not again, but like out of nowhere, he's jacked now. Blake, can you pull up a picture of him? He was also in like the 3rd season of The Bear, and he was just like a chef, but out of nowhere, he was just jacked. I was like, oh my God, did he really need to be jacked for this role?
Yeah, look at his eyebrows now. They're kind of good.
Oh,
Checking out men's eyebrows now, Nick?
Well, that was his whole thing, was his
look at this
his
guy.
winged eyebrows,
Oh, wow.
but he fixed them.
Yeah,
Oh,
went
yeah.
from
That's right. He's also Adam Warlock.
Oh wow.
Damn.
that is crazy. Like he could have easily been Kenny for like 10 years.
Table's gonna start lifting up here.
Yeah, get this man off my screen, Blake. We need to get this off.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. I had no idea who you were talking about until you pulled it up.
The Kenny
And-
from Will
I'm the same way. I'll hear a name, like someone could say like a famous movie name, and then I'll be like, who? And then I'll see him like, oh yeah, that's the guy.
Oh, dude.
Also,
He's
if
just
you-
bad with names.
If you see us passing these around, this is the bomb Nana. If you bomb on a joke, we pass this around.
Oh, okay.
I'm tired of not acknowledging bombs, mostly for myself. And if you have one I really like, you get the Peagle.
Okay, cool. Bomb Nana in the Peagle.
Yeah, it's
Excellent.
also acceptable for flat tires.
Okay.
We just start pulling out the set list. Oh fuck. Oh shit.
Yeah, get the flip phone back out, dude. Yeah, this is, I'm not going to lie. Whenever I see a dude like this, I go, am I? You know? Like, it makes me think a little bit. And then I go, no. And that's good because you need to check every now and again.
There's got to be someone for everyone, though. And like, if you say that there's no dude that could turn you, you are gay. That's just the actual. You're afraid of being gay because you are. But
Okay.
like, I know for a fact Michael B. Jordan could turn me right now.
Mm,
But otherwise, other than that, I'm straight.
Okay.
Mm.
That would be a crazy
Well,
porn.
Yeah, yeah, it would.
You getting butt fucked by Michael B. Jordan?
And you know what? It would be crazy all the way through, buddy. We'll get through it together.
I just think of sticking my dick in like an ass with shit in it. You know, like is
So you get a
that?
bidet.
You think they don't clean it?
Well, I don't know.
Michael B. Jordan's got a little bit of money.
Well, if
he's
it's
getting my
clean, then
butt,
yes, I'll fuck every guy.
I
There you
got
go, dude.
hemorrhoids up there
You're
too. It'll
halfway
be
there.
nice and tight.
Oh, do you?
I think so.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah.
What do you mean you think so?
I'm afraid to check.
Oh.
Mm.
How
Yeah.
do you can't bend over that far. How do you check?
Oh, pal, I'm a flexible guy.
Oh, can you? Okay.
There's a big mirror in my bathroom, and I bend
Honey.
over and I look. No. She's not allowed to look down there. That's just for me in the mirror.
Oh, I shouldn't buy her a little flashlight.
No.
Oh my god, like a little doctor light like for your throat.
Yeah, like a cavity search at
Oh.
TSA.
That's
3
like,
centimeters in and off to the left, there's one.
dude,
That's
that's
also a hamster.
there's a hamster in there. There's a little dude in there.
There is a little guy. I did take. Did you ever see that movie, The Luck of the Irish?
No,
That's where he's been. You haven't seen The Luck of the Irish?
dude, I've seen zero. Like genuinely, I've seen like.
But
no
that was a
movies.
Disney Channel movie. It was one of those fucking great ones.
I
Have
grew
y'all
up.
seen it?
I grew up poor, man.
No, I have not.
Blake?
No.
Fuck me. It was one of the greatest Disney Channel exclusives of all time.
Ooh, 1948.
Yeah, this one. Yes. No,
Have you
Blake,
shin
it's
this?
not this
No.
one.
Hell
You
no.
tell me you haven't seen a movie from the 40s?
It's
You're
like
fucking
type in
uneducated.
like 2000.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
guys.
That one. This one. He's like a star basketball player, and then out of nowhere he figures out he's a leprechaun.
Oh, I did see that, and then that guy sits on the backboard at one point.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's his own little like Jiminy Cricket, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a damn. I didn't even know that existed till now. I
Oh,
forgot.
I
forgot
got
that
polls
existed.
on days. Do y'all remember Max Keebler's big move?
the fuck? No, not at all.
So
Maybe
y'all had
Josh isn't the best
friends.
person to have a movie segment on.
You can. I'll just say no for every single one, dude. Like genuinely.
Have you
could,
seen The Dark Knight?
Yeah, I have seen that.
Okay,
okay,
I have
okay.
seen that one. That's like a dude special though.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know a dude who hasn't seen that.
That's like a modern classic too at this point.
It's hilarious
Sure.
that our modern classic is a comic book movie.
Yeah.
We haven't really done anything better than that in some time.
Well, it's
And-
anything Nolan touches. I feel
Yeah.
like people are just like, oh, well, this is the best. This is the best version of that.
Yeah, but is it not? Like, The Dark Knight is fucking fantastic. I don't know what else has he done. Like, I don't think he has the same cred on everything else.
Who, Chris Nolan? No,
Yeah.
everything he does.
He's
He
got the
did
best sci-fi movie.
Inception,
Yeah.
Interstellar.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna have the best like myth movie with
Yeah.
Odyssey. It's gonna be the best one.
Yeah, he's doing
unfortunately.
the Odyssey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
with Matt Damon.
Oh,
as
Fuck
Odysseus.
God damn it! I'm such a
98
Greek dork.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
there, 98%.
Goodwill
Yeah.
Hunting.
Yeah, Goodwill Odyssey, dude. It's gonna be. It's gonna be crazy.
Fortune favors the bold. That's he got it from
Oh,
a fucking
man.
crypto
Dude,
commercial.
yeah, that shit. That lit a fire under my dad's ass. That like played, and he was like, "What the fuck? We fucking liked you, man. What the fuck is this?"
Was that a commercial? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was like they put it on during like almost every football game. It was the third commercial after every commercial, basically.
Okay.
And it was just Matt Damon walking around talking about buying crypto, and the end was Fortune favors the bold, and then it's just taking a big pile of shit right
Brave
now.
for buying crypto. You're a fucking idiot.
Well, I think it was that FTX shit too, where
What
the
is
guy,
FTX?
Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy that basically created a crypto company that was a huge Ponzi scheme, and a bunch of celebrities endorse it. And
That's
they
not
all
the
got
one
sued.
that Trump just got out of jail, was it?
No,
Who am I thinking of? The Underground Road or something on the dark web? Do you know who I'm talking about?
no, I don't even. know.
Oh, Silk Road.
Silk Road. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blake,
Oh shit! Yeah.
I don't remember what that was. I just remember that Trump pardoned him and that he was a terrible person.
You said the Underground Road, and I was like, the Underground Railroad.
No.
I was like, no, that's so
They were
different,
trading
man.
crypto back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry.
That's really
Tubman.
why
They were mining for it with pickaxes and shovels and whatnot.
Everyone thought it was about slavery, but the real thing at heart was crypto. That's what the problem was.
Just some old timey guy. I want a Bitcoin.
Did I hear it too?
Ethereum. I just got it from from Great Britain. It came out, yeah.
Some guy in the 1800s.
Dump the Bitcoin in the sea.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any AC in his house, but he's like, no, this next one's gonna blow.
Yeah. They're like the computers, like one of these, like it's a cotton shit. He's like, oh shit, I lost a lot today. All right.
You have to turn it just to find out how bad you're doing.
Oh,
No, I'm not turning it anymore. I'm done turning it. Every time I turn it, it's bad news.
people that would happen. What is this? Is this a Silk Road?
Yeah.
So it was something about the dark web, but I can't remember what it was. I just remember it was fucking weird.
It's called the mother of Ross William.
Okay. Oh, Trump did a pardon. Surprise, surprise. All right.
Libertarian movement.
That was good wagon books.
What the? Wait,
Maybe
what?
we're not too far off from the Underground Railroad.
Wagon Road. All right, we're going somewhere.
All right, we're getting somewhere.
Huckleberry
All
Finn
right.
and Tom Sawyer, probably some good wagon books.
No, I think I might be wrong, but what I remember hearing was like it was something like it was on the dark web, and it was supposed to make people like day trading money level things, but then it started getting used for like sexual trading.
Like trafficking and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it became like from an economic thing to a sexual
Sales were
trafficking thing.
anonymous. Using Bitcoin, it operated as a hidden service on the Tor network.
That's like the
That's-
whole appeal of this, right? Is the fact that it's anonymous. I feel like that's from my dumb guy understanding. That's like the main thing.
I think it's supposed to be anonymous, but I think they can probably figure it out.
They're at the point now where they can.
Then
I
what's
mean-
the point?
I don't think there is a point at this.
It's
I
a
think-
pump and dump now, really.
Sure. Okay. Economics, finance. This is what this.
I'm
pod's all
taking
about.
economics right now, so.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The problem with this is like I see all this and I gotta like look up all these words to like know what they're talking about, like
Well, they have hyperlinks.
narcotics and illegal. You know,
Bitcoin.
this is too much.
I know. I got to do a bunch of research just to figure out
Yeah.
that things are not
Fuck's a
going well right
computer.
now.
I know this guy.
I know
has a-
him. I know him now. That's yeah.
Oh, dude, I went to DC where they have like the museum of all the like portraits of the presidents, and he's the only one that doesn't have one yet.
Really?
Yeah, well, because they said that he can run for a second term, so they're not going to paint one until it's confirmed that he's not going to be a president again. And so I'm like, well, he kind of put that in a pickle, because now it's like, well, do you paint Trump term 1 or Trump term 2?
Well, so does if a president gets 2 terms back to back, did they just get one painting?
Yeah, they just get the one. Obama's one is sick, dude. Have you seen Obama's? He's like sitting in like the green.
He's riding an eagle.
No, dude,
smoking
it's like
a black and mild.
It's like it's. You have to apologize to the Obamas on air. You have to. You have to be like, I'm
I
sorry.
kind of want to see it.
I apologize to the kids.
Yeah, no, dude. I was like, can you pull up Obama's portrait? It's actually really sick. There's like they did like a whole like tour of it because like it's this huge like artistic piece. Yeah, there you go. Him and Michelle. They did like a whole thing. It's really sick.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
However, every bar in Dallas has taken up with that flower wall background design, so now every white girl that gets drunk on a Thursday night looks like a president.
The presidential portrait.
This is President Rachel.
The only thing he's missing is a neon sign, dude.
Yeah, they missed the dick.
Oh,
that's why she's
I was
wearing a big
waiting.
flowy dress.
I was thinking about it. I was like, Big Mike.
You're thinking about Michelle Obama's penis. All right.
I'm never not, dude.
Yeah.
You guys do. You think that's like real? Are we joking around? Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's real, but if it's real and huge, respect.
What's huge? Like remote huge or banana huge?
Banana.
If she's got
Okay.
a banana, if they have a banana,
So like if he has a remote and she has a banana,
Oh.
that changes my perception of the entire world.
if she's got a banana, that's my commander in chief. That's my president.
Would you guys vote for her if she ran?
Sure. At this point,
I don't think
really,
she'd be able to run with all that weight between her legs.
Got him, dude. Hand him the Peagle.
Hand me the Peagle.
Come on.
I think I would.
They still don't want a woman president, so she's the bylaw to get through.
Well, that's like Bruce could run, right? Like Jenner. Like historically, Bruce is pretty good at running, right? That was the whole thing is the track.
Yeah,
right?
that is true.
Yeah, they could do that. I don't know.
Yeah, but she's also super MAGA at this point, so I don't think anyone really wants that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. She's like a hardcore Trump supporter.
Oh, there's plenty of Tim Dillon interviews and podcasts where he's talked about how he threw a party and Caitlyn Jenner showed up with their trans significant other, and they're both huge MAGA supporters.
Yeah,
And
I'm
they're
an
just-
old-fashioned gal.
And the girlfriend was just like, it was just like Tim just said she just said nothing of importance, but everything that Caitlyn said she just regurgitated. She said Tim said it was the greatest thing he's ever seen.
That's gotta be, man. It's just hearing a trans woman go like, "Yeah, I think we got to clean the streets, get these hobos out of here."
I think Trump is doing right by us. You're like, what?
Yeah.
I love how like Bruce Jenner was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna transition into Nancy Pelosi." Like,
Is that what she looks like now?
Does she have
kind
huge
of,
tits?
yeah.
Oh wow, good for her. I mean, Pelosi's got the mountains on her, so that's
She
like,
really does.
I did.
Yeah.
I saw that old picture of her.
and like at the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't thought
Holy
about her
shit.
politics since. That was a great marketing move.
Yeah. Is she still doing the insider trading?
Probably. I don't think you
Okay.
ever quit that.
Yeah, okay.
As soon as she does, she's going to have to start doing inside her training on OnlyFans.
There we go. She might, dude. I don't know. There's he's giving the Peagle back. You like that one?
We can split it.
Okay.
Split Peagle. Heyo.
What are we gonna do with the hot sauce?
Oh yeah. What is that?
I'm
Is
going to
that-
boof it up my butt.
Can we try that?
Sure. Do you
Is
have
it-
anything you want to try it with, or just straight on your tongue?
Yeah,
My
just on
banana.
well, not on my tongue straight, just like my finger maybe first.
Okay. This is a gift from
Buy-
shout out
buy me dinner first.
Parker. Parker on the last came on with his wife and Kane on the last episode,
Okay.
and they bring gifts sometimes. So, and they brought us his favorite hot sauce, and I've been
Oh.
regretting to try
Parker
that. but-
Slavens.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've also had an upset tummy
Slavens
for
away.
like 2 weeks straight. So if I burn my asshole out with that, it'll just feel like battery acid.
Okay. Yeah. Did he say this is like spicy? Did he?
I think he
Said
said it was
say
about
anything
medium.
it? Okay. Okay.
He said it was his favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also kind of a sauce pussy or a hot sauce pussy.
Hot
So
sauce,
that might be
habanero.
really hot to me and fine for everyone
No,
else.
you got that wrong. You have a pussy.
Nice.
I do have a pussy, yes.
Hey man.
And I do use hot sauce, yes.
Hey, it's okay. I'm also a hot sauce pussy. I just wanted to try it. Oh, that's a bigger hole than I thought.
That's
Actually
what my uncle
smells-
said.
Yeah, right.
Put the banana
Actually
in there.
smells quite nice. Yeah. All right.
You leave the banana alone. We might have a guest try and deep throat that again. We can't have hot sauce on there.
Oh wow.
All right. I'll hold it on my finger. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for the glass.
We're doing
You know
it
what I'm
too,
saying?
just in case it burns us out.
Yeah. Oh, Nick's just going straight in.
Oh, sorry. I was supposed to wait.
Yeah, have another one, you fucking fascist. Jesus Christ.
A dab will do you.
What is that? What is this?
Daisy sour cream, I think.
Oh,
Dog Daisy.
Are we
There we
gonna
go.
cheers? That'd be kind of funny if we cheersed.
yeah. We can cheers our fingers.
Yeah.
Just don't cross my sauce with your sauce. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're putting it on the banana? Oh, that's a hard banana. I thought it was like a plushie.
No, it's also
You're gonna be like, this sauce is really good.
It's also a
definitely the
menorah.
sauce I
All right.
care about.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh wow.
That's hot as hell, man. That's my contact taking out fingers too. Fuck.
That is really nice. I can see why he likes that. Here, take the cap.
Shout out to Parker. Thank you, Parker. You
Oh,
know,
thanks, Parker.
Got a little kick
What
to
the
it.
fuck?
You can't handle spice?
No, I'm supposed to be able to, but I can't.
What do you mean supposed to be able to?
Both
Who
of my
is
parents
supposed to be able
both
to?
of my parents are from New Orleans.
Genetically,
his
I'm
dad's
supposed to
been
be.
Yeah.
training him.
Yeah. Fuck, I let my family down.
Putting hot sauce in the breast milk. They're like, this will pay off one day.
This was
Yeah.
his Kill Bill arc where he went to the mountain.
I
You haven't seen a movie. Have you seen a movie?
have seen. Well, which one are you talking about? Is that the first one or the second one?
Do you remember it happening?
No.
Okay, then I think it's the second one.
I watched the first one.
God damn it!
Sorry,
First thing,
man.
go watch the second one. That's the better of the two.
Oh, dude, I hated the first one so much. I don't think I
I
can watch
hate
the second
you.
one.
What the fuck?
The
How do you
first-
hate Kill Bill?
Because it's so boring. There's nothing driving the plot except for.
There's so much murder.
Yeah, that's boring. That's so boring to me.
How about you just kind of stick with just not watching movies? You made it this far, like, you
Fair
know.
enough.
Yeah, well, you can get real into board games at this point. We just
Oh, dude, I love board games. Dude, holy shit, break out a clue right now. I'll bust on the spot, dude. I'll fucking. I'll do it.
because it reminded me, I do want to shout this out. If y'all like new, interesting podcasts, go look up Jared Jordan on Instagram. He started a new podcast. I believe the name of it is Board Games, but spelled Bored. They play board games, and they're two comics and Tyler that do board games while they have a podcast together. It's a very fun, interesting idea.
Cool.
And I've seen a couple episodes, and it's very interesting.
Really?
So,
They have episodes out already?
no, but I think he showed me some clips from
okay.
him.
That'd be funny if they're talking about like, oh hey, sorry, I heard your wife got sick. She got cancer, but I know she's getting treatment. And then he just puts like a draw 4 down.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about the leukemia. Checkmate.
Anyways, let's
Yeah.
viewers at home. What you guys doing?
Yeah,
That'd be
thank you.
Use
crazy.
promo code BOARD on Blue Chew.
Yeah. I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors. Anyway, dude, that miscarriage sucks, man.
How far along were you?
Oh my god,
Sorry.
8.5 months. Fuck.
We need to get more Blue Chew on the episode.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
surprised you guys don't, at least like plug it yourselves.
Not as a sponsor, just
Oh.
as like a
Yeah.
snack.
Well, we just
It's a snack.
we just dropped a clip from this week's episode with Reese and Hank Gowdy,
Mm.
and on podcast Reese took a Blue Chew because we were just making fun of Mark Wahlberg and his Blue Chew addictions that he might have, getting hard for Christ, and
Okay.
then Reese just took it live on air. We were like, oh God, and there was still 20 minutes left of the podcast.
Did he have one by the time he left?
I was
or-
afraid to ask. Like
you
like
couldn't
Nick
tell?
was saying, I was just waiting for the table to rise over there. I was,
Okay.
was waiting to see an angle change.
Oh, that's funny.
No,
Yeah.
but we were talking about this before we started the
I
pod.
could see him taking one, and then you guys are like, "What is it? Is it working?" He's like, "No, I need 4 more." Fuck up.
Y'all heard him dating the top 5% OnlyFans model,
Yeah.
but he won't say in what like range. Cause like if Reese is dating like a butthole model, then I'm gonna think less of her.
Oh, you mean
He's
like the
keeping her
type?
to himself.
When you said range, I was like age range. I was like,
No. We don't ask those kinds of questions.
Okay.
Not to
No,
friends.
no. Okay. Well, we should ask those kinds of questions to friends. That's
No,
the
we
one
just-
question I will ask. Actually,
We
is-
aren't friends with those people where that might be an issue.
All right, you know what? That's a good point.
Plus,
That's
Reese has so many bald spots that I don't think he could get a child.
Oh damn, catching strays anyway.
We might have to get rid of that part. But we were talking about this beforehand. I always love hearing about other comics' bad shows that you've done in the past.
Mm.
I've got one that I want to talk about, but I'd love to hear about. You said you both had one in college that you did that went bad.
Yeah. I was in an improv troupe in college.
You were in improv.
Yes, dude. I did
Me
improv
too.
for 4 years.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, we both did
Yeah,
improv.
good improv.
Oh,
And
that's
we,
cute. Did you
yeah.
blow each other too?
Yeah, we can.
Oh.
Yep, we can.
We do have a
Yeah.
Gatreon section of the
All right.
podcast.
A Gatreon.
Patreon.
Yeah, we both sucked each other's cocks, and we were setting up for a. We
Was
did
that a
theater.
topic?
No.
Blow him, but blow him like in his head. 9/11.
Dick would start burning, dude. The hot sauce would come back out. Tell you what.
It's like when Mario gets a little fire.
Like
My
an
hair turns
aside on,
white. Yeah.
and aside on stage that they can't hear. Like, dude, did you just have wings or something?
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. And they can't cut it out. They're like, the audio in this part's too gold. Sorry, man. We can't leave it.
It's going on air.
So you did an improv show?
Oh yeah. So we usually tried to do ours in like theaters because we could get like enough of an audience usually for a good one. And there was one show we just didn't. And
Right.
so we had the theaters probably like a 100-seater, 150-seater, and we had maybe 8 people come, and literally we did like a long form. So long form, the way that we did it was at least 20 minutes. So
Shitcock. Oh my god, that's so long.
yeah, it was. We were up there for 20 minutes doing improv for 8 people, and I in one of the scenes I pulled a gun out on somebody, like
Nice.
an improv gun, and they were like, "Oh my god, look at that big boxing glove you have." And improv's supposed to be like yes and.
Right.
And I was like, oh yeah, my boxing glove. I must have my gun in my other pocket. And I was like, dude, this is already going so horribly.
Right.
That like I cannot believe that you're, no pun intended, shooting me in the foot right now. Like this is crazy, man. Like, can you not see that they are not laughing? Like it's 8 people not having a good time. Cause like it's I went to FSU, so it's like party town. So it's like you could be doing anything else right now, and you're here watching our shitty improv for over an hour. And I was like, oh man, like genuinely I had a panic attack like in the back because I was like, I cannot do that again. Like you guys, we should kill ourselves.
Right. This is the one thing we can all relate to right now. We all want to die. The gun works.
Yeah, no, it was horrible. But I mean, improv was fun apart from that. But like the worst shows, like improv can have like such a high ceiling, but like, oh my god, the floor was low.
Yeah.
that day.
Yeah, the floor is low.
I would say, was yours also an improv one or was it a stand up?
No, it was improv.
Oh, it was improv too.
Improv short form. We just do games,
Yeah,
and we'd
yeah.
have like shows. Like we never did a theater show. We would always do them in like classrooms, which was kind of cringe. But
Like during a class?
no, we would have like
All right,
gotta
guys,
do-
we're going to have an improv troupe come and teach you how to do chemistry.
all right, we're gonna do change. Can we get somebody from the crowd here to
Let me get
help
an
us out?
element. Let me get an element.
Come is not an element. Gosh. Let's go to math now. Fuck this class. I don't like this.
9/11.
No, we would do improv like that. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I had to get out of it because they were just so like. No offense to improv people. I don't think they're very. Yeah, I don't think they're very normal. You know, like I like the art of it. Like it was a fun art, but.
They're mostly all just people with ADHD.
Yeah, like very like I'd be setting up a scene and then someone was like, and then the whole place blows up, and I'm like, fuck you, this sucks, you know. And I'm like, and it doesn't. I'm like, I'm playing pretend with this fucking dumbass, you know.
Yeah, but I saved the day, and then you got shot off screen,
Yeah.
so bye.
Yeah, and then you took off your real clothes that you're wearing right now.
You're going to paint me
Yeah.
into a corner, fuckface? I'm going to paint you back into a corner.
Yeah, fucking A. I do have a joke about improv. It hasn't been doing good, but I do say I'm like, this is just 32-year-olds playing pretend, and that's part of it.
You didn't play dress up when you were a kid?
Yeah.
No, dude. The reason I ask about like is it in a class or not, they had us do, so we were like comedy improv, obviously, which there's multiple different types, which I didn't know until
There's different
I like
types
got
of
into
improv?
it. Yeah, there's like drama prov and musical improv.
Who the
and,
fuck wants to go be, like,
Yeah, we tried to become improv.
dude.
spontaneously sad? Like, that would just be so
Oh,
awful.
dude, we tried to do musical one time.
Oh God.
And I was like, I'm just gonna gag myself like with my shirt, dude. Like, this is awful. But wait, okay, so we had to do one time for an anatomy class. They brought us in to help them learn their vocab. So we did for 45 minutes. They would give us vocab words on flashcards, and we would have to improv a scene about the term, and then they would have to guess it. And literally for 45 minutes, nobody got a guess right because we were so bad. Like,
I've never even heard of this word. I haven't taken Bio 1406 yet.
no, genuinely, there was one thing I read it and I like went to the TA and I was like, hey, I can't, like, I don't know what that is. And they were like, oh, you just read it. And I was like, no, I'm not fucking stupid. I just can't, I don't know what this is. And they're
I
like,
can
"Oh, yeah."
read. I don't know what mitochondria does.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you're not a medical student? I'm like, obviously, I'm doing improv. Like, what do you think I am, dude? Like, if I was a medical student, I wouldn't have time for this shit, man. But
nightmare.
that one was fucking awful because there were people that I knew outside of improv in the class who were like had never been to see a show. And so this was like their first impression, and it's an auditorium, right? So there's like 300 people, and you're like, holy fuck, I'm bombing in front of 300 people with some shit that I don't even really care about.
And you know he's texting all of your mutual friends at that
Oh,
moment.
yes. I never had a friend come to a show after that. Never. I think the word spread.
That's
And-
probably for the best, though. Do you really want your friends coming to an improv show?
Some of them, yeah. Not that 8 person. That 8 person one, I could have used one more dude. Like, please just 1
You
plus
owe me.
1, and I don't know, just I want people to come to improv that I want to see, and that was not one of them. Like it was I showed up in work uniform. I'm clearly doing you guys a service right now. And like you are throwing me under the bus like so hard. And there were like 6 of us too, and we all walked out of there like, oh, I think I'm gonna go home. And it's just like you just gotta go home and cry, because what are you gonna do after bombing in front of 300 of your peers?
Yeah, dude. Discuss the bomb.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, dude, the copium is crazy in improv sometimes.
Dude, I ate a dick last night. So I got hired to be a comic at this kind of variety show. Originally, I thought it was like me going up to do comedy, and then I'm the host of like musical acts after that. I'm just the guy like getting people ready for the musical acts. I get there, everything has changed, and I'm now running a fashion show on top of also bringing up the musical guests, and I didn't even get to do a set. I'm just I'm sweating my ass off because it's a show in an airplane hangar, and the sun's coming right in. It's beating right on me and the DJ. I'm calling off these brand names that I've never heard of in my life, and I'm trying my best, but they all have to be creative in a certain way, so they've got weird ass names. Like there was one lady, shout out to Alienware or something like that. I might be. It's pretty close to that. VEE Alienware. And she gave me her bio, and I'm reading it. And as I'm reading it, I didn't read it beforehand to give myself pre-edits, but like, I'm reading it, and I go, I gotta say, MUVA Earth, Mother Earth.
Oh, that's baller as fuck, dude.
And as I read it, I go, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Everyone else right now around me is black. I'm the only white person in this airplane hangar. There's so many there were so many black guys in tactical gear, and I found out after the show none of those people were our security.
Oh.
All the security people were out front.
Okay.
So there were just a bunch of people wearing tac gear for no reason.
Coming down the runway, Mother Earth.
She came up to me and talked to me. She's like, my name's not Mother Earth. And I go, as far as I'm concerned, it is.
Did you have to like give commentary as they're walking? Like, look at those hips. Like, did you have to like give anything like that?
Let me tell you, I was supposed to.
Oh,
But I didn't.
You're like, look at that ass jiggle, man.
Every
Shit.
single clothing brand was supposed to be getting their bio as they're walking, but I read their bio to intro them so like they knew to start walking. None of them did it. So I read their bio to nothing, and then eventually I go, come on, come on. And they're coming out, and then I just turn off the mic. I'm like, they don't want to listen to me right now.
I'm sure everybody there hated you.
Oh, yeah, I was just meant to be a lightning rod of hate.
Yeah. That guy didn't say Mother Earth. I'm fucking pissed, dude.
Couldn't care less. Sorry, I'm not going to get caught up in that. Just the imagining just a viral video of me going, Mother Earth coming up next.
Hey, was it a big fat lady, or was it like a...
No, she was a very thin, very pretty black lady. And it just like, it was...
She didn't look like the Earth. Not at all.
No.
Okay.
No.
Looked like the sun.
She was my moon. No, it was just such a weird night. I didn't end up doing a set at all. Like, I thought I was at least going to get paid and get food, but then I got paid and didn't get paid to eat also. So I had to spend half of what I made to buy a huge ass turkey leg and some dirty rice. And then I spent so much time just talking to the guys that made the food about the dirty rice. And that was the highlight of my evening.
Dirty rice, like they threw it on the ground and gave
Yes, yeah. They rubbed it into the... No, it's
it's rice with like little bits of
like sausage and
hamburger meat in
yeah.
it.
Oh, sorry, dude. I don't watch movies. I don't know rice, dude. I don't fucking know anything.
That wasn't in Kill Bill.
I watched it. Yeah, the first one. Where the fuck was that, dude? Maybe could have spiced the movie up. God damn. Get that feet out of my
Someone's
frame.
like, what kind of shirt is that? And you're like, I don't fucking wear movies, man. I don't know what this shit is.
I don't watch movies. I'm sorry.
Dude, I went to the foodie fest at like the fairgrounds. And,
Oh, yeah?
This dude came up to me and said, like, I was wearing this Lakers shirt, and he was like, Lake Show, we good to go? And I just said, come on, man. I was like,
You think I know what you're
bro.
saying?
No, genuinely, because I just feel bad like when I don't know people's like stuff, and it was clear that he was a fan. Like he had like a LA hat on, and I'm like, oh, I'm the wrong guy. You know, like I'm just not like you were looking for a friend, and I'm not that. You know,
Honey, I'm so sorry. I'm a poser. I don't.
No,
that's my
genuinely.
bad.
No, genuinely, dude. I don't even know
That
who
guy.
John Lennon is, dude. These are his glasses. So
You don't know who John Lennon is?
no, I do, but
I was gonna say like this guy doesn't know movies.
well, I don't know anything about him other than his name and kind of what he looks like.
Okay, so I don't know a whole lot either. Blake, remind me, was that the one that started dating the dolphin noise lady?
Yeah.
Oh, Yoko?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that. Yeah. Was is that what she sounded like?
Yeah, it was shit like that, and then she would bang a tambourine off beat.
Oh, dude. She should have done the fashion show thing. Mother Earth. The tambourine.
Wait, let me look up that video because I think it was like some famous like black musician was in front of her playing guitar, and she started doing that, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
There's also a picture. They did a photo shoot at one point where him and Yoko Ono got naked and turned around, and they've got both of the flattest asses I've ever seen in my entire like. Both of their ass cheeks are getting down and touching the backs of their knees. They're easily both like late 50s, so I don't know why they decided to take it then.
Oh my god. She did this to Chuck Berry?
Yeah, it's Chuck Berry.
Oh no.
He dated her?
Yeah.
All the women.
I think they're married.
Yeah, I think they're...
Oh no, there's more.
I think
Holy
they
shit.
eventually
Sounds
just
like she was
muted
getting
her.
tased.
Yeah.
They what to her?
They just muted her. Like they
Oh,
unplugged
nice.
her mic.
Like you do your little brother on the GameCube.
Yeah, the old Forrest Gump. Pulled her mic.
I know what love is.
Have you seen Forrest Gump?
I recently saw that one, yeah.
Recently?
Yeah.
Does it hold up the same? I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I liked it. I mean, it was better than Kill Bill, I can tell you that.
No, you
But
fuck off.
It was just, you know, it was oh, that's right, you have a Kill Bill poster.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
shit.
It was bequeathed to me.
Wait,
He's
it was your
just staring at this while we're like, yeah, Kill Bill's all right.
wait. It was
What
your,
else does he have in the room?
I'm just getting primed up. I'm hearing his Ironside.
You watched Forrest Gump for the first time recently?
Yeah. Yeah, because
Jesus
I never
Christ.
watched like any movie. So like I've been doing. My girlfriend is a big like movie gal. So she's been like catching me up, and she was like, "You haven't seen Forrest Gump?" And I was like, "No." So we watched like my whole life. People have been saying like life's like a box of chocolates, and I'm like, that's such a good saying. I'm like, I can't believe these many people are coming up with that. Like that's awesome. And then I saw it in the movie, and I was like, oh fuck. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, or the smiley face thing. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, oh, like that's like so cool. Or the Bubba Gum Shrimp. I grew up in Florida and was going to Orlando where they have the actual restaurant, and I was like, that's such like a clever name for a
Oh,
restaurant.
you never knew that going?
No, I was just like, oh, this is kind of sick.
You just
So
go to the restaurant and get caught up hearing someone drone on about all the choices of shrimp you can have.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
oh
just
my
like-
god, are these people all slow?
No,
It's like Whataburger after 11 p.m.
is Whataburger slow? Oh, like the drive-through.
No, I just mean like all the people that work there.
Oh, okay. I don't know about
Tax breaks, people.
Okay.
If they're slow in the place, I'm sure the drive-through would.
Also,
Anyways, you said you were poor growing up. You were give me the banana.
There you go.
I feel like we should also share the banana too because I set up a bomb.
Yeah, the way I said that, I sounded like I work in Whataburger. All right, get the banana.
Man, you got the Peagle banana split, dude. This is great.
You said you were poor growing up.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, my parents like weren't together for a little bit. Like they were together, but they didn't live together. So like I would go back and forth between my parents. It was weird. It was like having divorced parents, but like without any of the bad stuff.
Were they separated or were they just like
Man, I miss
one
you.
of those weird situations where like your mom and dad have to split up for like work?
Nah, they had me out of wedlock, obviously, and then they got really religious, and they were like, "Well, we're not going to live together because the Bible says we can't do that." And I'm like, guys, I'm kind of proof that you broke it already. You know?
Wait, so what vein of religion did they go down?
They're Baptists.
So by going Baptist, they just decided to like, well, we'll just kind of like
They
neglect
said we'll
our
trade
son.
off the kid every week. The
They could have
11th commandment. Yeah. No, it's
Here's the boy. I fed him well.
Bring me the boy.
Do they like grabbing you by the scruff? You're like,
yeah, like a cat.
Mother, I'm coming to your house, I mean.
You knock on the door. She's like, "Oh fuck, I forgot."
you just like get on the ground. You just like start
Crawling around.
just start scurrying to shit.
No, dude, it didn't make sense. They lived in like separate houses. They had like double the expenses for like nothing, pretty much. I mean, I guess I haven't really talked to him about it since, just because I'm not really close with my parents like that.
Are they married now?
Yeah. They're married now, and I got two like normal, but well, one of them's special needs. But I got two brothers that are like they have together parents. So it's like
You can't say it like that.
I can't say.
I got two normal. Oh, one of them special needs.
Well, he's like
He's normal and special.
Well, you
Okay.
can, but like I'm gonna laugh.
well, you couldn't tell by looking at him. You know, like you can like
He's not. He doesn't have the tongue.
No. He's just really.
an SAT in front of him.
Hey, what are you? Fill out this exam.
He bubbles it in. All of them.
Well, you got him all right. This guy's a genius.
Show your work though. How did you pick C all the way through? I like the letter C.
Yeah,
all right.
You got all the answers right, but he got the name wrong. What the fuck?
This test is inconsequential. It's not ready.
Oh no, dude, he's a lovely boy. He's really big though. That's the one thing I think that makes him stand out is like he's really big and clumsy. So you're like he's got something. You know, like you see him in public.
Big and clumsy. Fuck off.
Yes. So, yeah,
All right, I walked into that one. That one's on me.
But he's a lovely guy. You're both lovely guys. You know, just big and maybe a little.
Yeah.
Maybe a little. Don't choke on that. He would.
The bigger, the more lovelier.
I'm just thinking about that's how I'm going to describe them now. Like he's a little bit of a lovely guy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. He is though, man. He's 12 and he's taller than me. It's crazy.
He's 12 and taller than you?
Yeah, dude.
Well, you're 5'3", so.
Yeah, but I wish I would have had a little bit of his thing so I could be like, something. Dude.
I wish you were a little bit of a lovely guy so you could be taller and stronger.
Dude, I'm 5'7" in platformers. This fucking sucks, dude.
Well,
I have to hop into bar stools. Like, that's my life, dude.
How's your dick?
Well, it's okay.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
That's another thing you gain from that. Because
Yeah.
I grew up with a kid with Down syndrome. I love him to death. His name is Forrest. And the caveat is always thinking about now that I'm grown up, the fact that they found out he was mentally challenged and then they named him Forrest.
Oh, they waited.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So you figure that out when you're older. You're like, Forrest, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, Forrest Gump came out in 1994 and Forrest was born in like 1997. So they knew what they were doing there. But not only was Forrest a very lovely guy, he would also, and this made him lovely, he would stand outside of the bathroom in the big trash can where you'd put your paper towels, and then he would take off his pants and pee in there. And he had a fucking horse's cock. It was massive.
Nice.
Like at a certain point, you're like, "Oh, Forrest!" You're like, "Oh my god!" Dude. Like,
Yeah.
it was mostly like you got shocked because you saw his ass cheeks, and then you're like, you got double stunned. But like, he turned around.
Oh, he's
and it
got
was-
cake, too?
Yeah, he was turning around, and there was so much.
Like, I get why they call you Forrest. That thing looks like a tree trunk. Holy cow.
Slide it over.
Oh, I gotta go pee.
I mean, there was enough girth to it that when he turned, you still like it was swinging back here, like it was like in his back pocket, and
Wow.
it took some time to get around
Do
to
you,
the
do you
front.
think he knew he had a big dick?
I think he knew his life was awesome, and that's what I hope for him. Because that's what I've come to realize is I wish I was Down syndrome because their life seems great.
That was probably the best way to answer that question.
Yeah. I don't wish I was Down syndrome, but there's nothing wrong with it.
As soon as you're Down syndrome, you don't have like any responsibilities other than have fun all the time.
Well, that depends on your situation.
That does depend on your
If you have
situation.
two parents that can afford it,
that is very fair. But usually in a situation like that, CPS is already involved. They know. Unless you pooped out the baby in your living room and like there's no record of it or something. They went to a hospital. The baby came out. They checked it down somewhere. Like, hey, this one, he's a lovely child.
He's a lovely guy.
this one's in the system.
He's a sweet boy. He's very silly.
This one has an asterisk on him.
He might be clumsy. And
He
have
might
a
be a little-
huge dick.
It might be That's the thing is I've never looked at my brothers that way. So like I don't know and that by that way I mean like from the waist down. I've just never looked. Right? So like I don't know. He could and he could not. I don't know.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. I mean I hope he does for his sake.
Give it some time, and then right around the ripe age of 15, that's when you find out, and then you have a brother's bond.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, you have a nice cock. Good job, pal.
Yeah, I'm like 8 years older than the next youngest brother, so he's turning 16, or he just turned 16, and
Pass it on to him.
yeah,
he's
yeah,
closer.
Yes, so I think it's gonna be the cock duty's his. I think.
Right, you have to pass the torch on.
Yeah, so I'll do it to him, and then he can traumatize the younger one in the same way.
Lead your brother into the light.
Yeah, but dude, yeah. Do you wish you had a horse cock?
Hey, ain't got a wish. Tell you what, man. I got a bag.
See, this guy got caught fucking Mr. Hands.
Mr. Hands?
Who is Mr. Hands?
Mr. Skin.
I don't watch movies.
That's what I'm gonna say for everything now.
yeah.
He's a guy that fucked a horse and then died.
Hey, oh shit.
Oh, wow.
Hey, side note, who's using the fluoride-free toothpaste?
Me.
You are.
Yeah.
You have a problem with fluoride?
Yeah.
Nice.
What's wrong with fluoride?
Oh, you both
Don't
have a
worry
problem with fluoride.
Anyways, who's got the martini? Who's got the
Me.
That's you?
Yeah, he
What is
drinks
that?
in the bathroom. He eats Subway footlong cookies in the bathroom. It's scary.
It's just the morning routine. Let's get hammered.
Yeah.
Once a day, I have to knock on Blake's door like, "Hey, you okay, buddy?"
Wow.
That's fun because I saw that and I saw the hello and I was like, oh wow, nice. Because I haven't seen anybody use hello, you know.
Oh
And
yeah,
then,
yeah.
and then the martini glass was like, I don't know how I skipped over that. I immediately was like, fluoride-free toothpaste.
it shows you where Nick
Yeah.
Kissee
Yeah.
lies.
Drinking, it's whatever.
Yeah,
It's
they
normal.
cancel each other out.
Normal thing to do.
I like to make drinks every once in a while.
It's cool.
In the bathroom is crazy though.
I don't do it in the bathroom. I take it to the kitchen.
Why is there one in the bathroom though? As
Yeah,
someone who hasn't been in,
You
what-
have free reign to my kitchen. You know that, right?
Because I don't want you to steal my shaker.
Yeah. When do you see me drink at home?
Roommate.
No,
beef.
I don't even think you would steal it to drink. I
This is the
just
good stuff.
think you're going to steal it and throw it away.
What? That's fair. That's fair. I do a lot of spring cleaning, and then I'm way quicker to throw something away, and then realize later, like, oh shit, that was my dog.
imagine-
oh god.
He won't throw it away if I keep it in the bathroom. That's such a dude. That's such a weird thing to just
I'm
be like,
accidentally making him a hoarder.
yeah, but like in such a small space, dude. Where like you shit in there, man. Like you shouldn't have to keep like a thing that you drink out of.
Well, I
in
mean,
there.
I wash it out before I drink it.
Here's a rum runny pants.
yeah.
All right, give me the
Take the
fucking
banana.
Yeah.
What's the thing on the end of it? It's obviously not all bananas come like that. So what's
It's you ever seen those stupid finger puppets you get for super cheap at arcades or something like that?
stupid, brother. Those are the spice of life, dude.
My girlfriend and I went to Main Event, and then we were like, "Oh, dude, let's go get something like fucking massive."
Yeah.
And then we made the mistake of walking in the prize place before we found out how many points we did.
Mhm.
And it turns out we suck at Main Event as a whole because we were only able to buy these and a couple pieces of candy.
Mm.
If we think inflation is bad here, inflation at Main Event is out the fucking door. It's crazy.
Okay.
They should just put a fucking Lamborghini in there and put 1 trillion tickets. You know, no one's ever gonna sniff that.
But they might try.
I might give up on this podcast to go be the first guy to get that Lamborghini.
And you would never get it.
And I'd never get it. And even if I did, I couldn't fit in it. I've been in
You don't
one.
think?
No, I've been in one before, and they don't even make them to where you could push the seat back.
Too tall? Too tall?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
I used to valet cars for the steakhouse, and when I got in the car, like I made him do the fucking sunroof so I could see.
Well, there you go, Josh. You can get a
good. Your
Lamborghini.
head's sitting
Finally,
on you.
dude. I've been waiting
You're
for
the
a
boss,
car that
like-
accommodates short men. No, dude. I think it's good to not have a nice car though, because whenever I see somebody in a really nice car, the first thing I want to do is like shoot out a tire. Like that's
Damn.
like I saw an old man. I was on my way to Trader Joe's today. I saw an old man in a top-down Aston Martin, and I was like, oh my god, I wish I had some shit to throw in your bald head.
And you know what? You're a little bit of a hater, and I love that about you because I'm
Oh,
a
thank
hater
you,
as
man.
well. That's exactly what I think. It was like you see a nice McLaren going down the street, it's like what this piece of shit do?
Dude, his
You
car
turn
went
out he
so
just-
much faster.
He just
Yeah.
lived by the American dream. He started a business. He
Yeah.
did what he wanted. He bought a nice car.
Well, he
Not
did
being
it.
a douche.
He did it. I hate I was thinking about this today. Like like your grandfather's like, oh, like you make so much more money than me. I only made 25 cents a day, but you're like things only costed 3 days.
Yeah,
back
milk was a
then.
nickel.
Yeah.
Now it's
Yeah.
$5 and eggs are like a commodity.
Yeah, well, I saw that car. That guy was definitely loaded though, because the car. I looked it up. The car's $233,000
Oh
for new, and I was like, yeah, like this dude's fucking loaded, which is why he deserved like banana peel on the head or something.
How many monies?
A lot, Nick. Big money.
3,000?
Big monies, Nick.
300,000? That's
Yeah.
like 1,200,000 days.
You know what?
You'd
You're
have to
close.
work.
yeah,
Like a quarter a day.
yeah,
1,200,000 days he'd work.
yeah. You should take this math into the work site, dude. You should.
Yeah.
You should
Needs
start
to
walking
work.
up to
I
everyone.
always leave it at home. I leave the math brain at home.
Walk up to every person with a nice car and just start like quantifying how many shifts it would take for them so they feel bad.
How many
dude.
how many monies an hour do you make? 20? And how much is that car?
That's a
40,000?
That's a
You're
nice
like, shut up,
Aston Martin.
queer, and they pull off, and you're like, oh well.
This is 1 year of shift for me. You just
Dude.
just walk away.
Old people, yeah. Some really rich people are like dicks. So sometimes it's like it's always good when you like hear about something. It's not good, but it does warm your heart a little bit when you hear something like bad happens to him.
Yeah.
You know, there's this my girlfriend's family. Her uncle works for this lawyer that he's like apparently he's a real asshole, like super dick, whatever. He's a lawyer in Miami, and he's been an asshole for the longest time. And it came out like probably like over a decade ago, so the story's old, but that his son hired a hitman to kill him.
Oh yeah.
And the hitman shot him in the head, and he didn't die. And he lived, and now he's just blind, and he's a blind lawyer.
And he's a blind asshole now?
Yes, and now he's a blind asshole. And you're like, not even death could get you to stop being a dick.
Death didn't want him, and then he's got to fucking deal with it.
It's like, oh, send him, just get him out of here.
Dude, if there's ever a case and then he's having to go against a woman, he'd probably smear.
Yeah, he probably.
Yeah.
I think all lawyers are pretty dick like. You know,
I wonder if he wears the
assholes.
same glasses.
He
Does
could. He has a
like
rotation
Daredevil.
of eyes. He has a rotation of glass eyes that he pops in his head, which is actually pretty fucking metal. But like,
Imagine going into a case and you're like, "Ooh, I'm gonna pick the red eye. It matches my suit."
Fuck it, I'm gonna be David Bowie
genuine.
today.
dude, yeah, and he has
Ziggy Stardust just walking.
They just go cross-eyed on him.
The Cotton Eye Joe.
let me roll it back. Let me roll it back.
Man, excuse me, Mr. Sutton, your eye. Sorry. He just like smacks his head. But I don't know, dude. There's something about old people that just like you either love them or you hate them. I feel like there's no in between.
Yeah,
And it's such a thin line too, because the same person, if they just say it with like a little bit more, just like, I guess, zest, then they're the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so many times an old person that says the same thing an old asshole says, she just says it with a smile. I'm like, oh, this bitch rocks.
Yeah,
This
that's
old
like
lady is
southern
great.
hospitality for like rudeness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love an old bitch. Like when it's a man or a woman and they're just mean, but they're funny about it. Hilarious. Love it.
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
bully ball.
Especially if it's like, I don't know, there's like, if they're in like a Cracker Barrel type environment, that's when I'm like, oh yes, this is my bread and butter. Like, this is the kind of old person I'm looking for. Is like the old person that can barely like bend their fingers to pick up the checkers outside. I'm like, yeah, like you're a dick in that restaurant. I know you are.
I love to beat them in checkers too. Because like a lot of people would like give it up for the old man. Be like, if I got you, I got you. I want your will to be done.
No,
There's no more room for you.
Yeah,
We need your house.
we need your house.
There's younger people that need
no,
to live.
BlackRock needs your house.
I have to beat you in this board game, sir. I need your property.
That's what they say. You take an old man's game in a checkers at a Cracker Barrel, you own him.
Mm.
You take his soul.
I wish that was how it worked. I would be a property mogul right now. Dude, I'd be like, I've been playing for biscuits this whole time. Little did I know that you could be getting houses out of this shit.
It is a little bit of a Indiana Jones situation though, where as soon as he's done, you have to take his place, and then you can never
Yeah.
leave the Cracker Barrel checkerboard.
So you can enjoy your own profits.
You have somewhere to live, but you can't ever go there because you have to beat everyone in checkers.
Some 12-year-old Asian boy walks in, you're like, fuck, I lost it all.
What are you doing at Cracker Barrel?
Fuck you, short round.
Yeah.
Indy.
God damn it. Yeah, no, dude. There's some. I don't know. What is like? Is the like best chess player in the world Asian?
They're usually just some like Russian autistic
Yeah, I
kid
think
from
it's
what
Russian.
I see.
Yeah, Russian.
Oh, is it Russian? Dang.
Every time I see someone, it's like some 8-year-old Russian kid, and it pisses me off because they're so much smarter than I ever could possibly think about being.
Oh,
Chess player. It's chess player.
Blake, do you have a time?
Magnus
Yeah,
Carlsen.
we're hour 5.
Hour 5.
I always thought Magnus Carlsen was like the move in chess. Like that was like a move to do. Oh, you've got Magnus Carlsen.
It might be. He
Yeah.
might have made up his own move. If you're like number one,
Norway.
you know, shit got like the, I believe,
Oh, yeah,
like
this-
the Iverson crossover.
Yeah, you got Iverson.
Oh.
You got
You just know some.
Most like in football.
Most.
Right. Okay,
That's-
that's fair.
Where does Meg come from?
Probably some soccer player.
Megged? I don't know. I know that
Meg.
there are like moves named after.
Shut up, Meg.
Is that Family Guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that either. It's
You,
fucking-
you like throw the ball over someone's head and they're like, yeah, you just got Adolf Hitler. And, whoa, hey.
You just been Hitler. Got to finger my lady with a finger puppet.
What the fuck do you
Ben
watch,
Magnus.
Josh?
I watch anime pretty much, and that's it.
Oh, right. We were talking about Naruto. Nick, do you anime? No. No. Okay.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
Nick doesn't like real art, dude. He's not.
I fucking hate anime.
He's not down for. He doesn't. He's not a lover of.
I
the
play
craft.
Pokemon though.
Yeah, that counts.
Oh yeah.
I play Pokemon.
In what setting? On like the DS or like the card game?
I just played Emerald. I got a Melodic on my Emerald or I got a Feebas and it's on my Game Boy. I have a Game Boy Micro.
I have a micro penis, but we should share.
Let me see.
I did just buy. Have you seen those things on TikTok where they like
I saw
tell
your
you,
story.
Yeah, you can plug it into your TV
Yep.
and you get 4,200 things or
I
whatever.
thought that was pretty. I looked at that. I'm like, I'm not that big of a nerd, am I?
It's only $40.
I thought that was really cool. Yeah.
I bought that and a Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtles T-shirt in the same day. I spent $50 on all of that, and I'm like, I'm a dork.
But that's what having money is all about: is being able to buy the things you actually like.
Exactly.
Yeah, the things I was never allowed to. I stole your DS from. I stole Blake's DS from for a while.
Should
I
have
did
kept it in
see
the bathroom,
that.
dude.
That was a crazy. That was a crazy setting. It was a DS, and then it was all other stuff. I don't know if I can say it was all drugs, but the DS was next to the drugs.
Were you talking about my DS?
No, on the table out there when I came in, I just saw a DS sitting out there, and then I just saw like, fuck ton of weed, and I'm like, this is a good vibe. I was like,
kind of drugs, kind of not. Like
yeah.
it is drugs.
I know the way you're explaining it, we're like selling heroin out there.
I was trying to think.
Oh,
When were we hanging out with
I have a different upbringing.
You're like,
Yeah, I have a very different upbringing.
God, I'm kind of nervous. There's weed out there.
No, he's a lovely boy.
Because I have to go home to my parents later, and I'm like, hopefully I don't think I'm doing drugs, you know.
Do you need a new
'cause that's what
shirt?
my parents. No, I'm
Do you want some heroin?
But yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't smell.
What, heroin?
No, probably not.
Your parents haven't done anything?
No.
Really? Do they drink?
Yeah, they drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're they're not very they're not very good. They would definitely call weed drugs.
Okay.
You know.
They're not
Nicholas
hip to it.
Kissee.
Nicholas.
Get those
drugs.
Get those hard drugs out of his house, young man.
Nicholas didn't even look at the drugs, Mrs. Nicholas's mom.
Yeah, my dad was like I was like in high school, I was like, oh, they're gonna legalize weed, you know? And then he was like, oh, what the fuck? And I'm like, what's going on? Like, is that a problem? He's like, yeah, everybody's gonna be fucking high. And I'm like, oh, and he's like, yeah, just a bunch of fucking idiots walking around and it smells bad. And I'm like, that's when I kind of figured him out, you know? I was like, that's who he is.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
I am an idiot.
And your house
my
does
dad,
smell
if
bad.
my dad walked in here, he would go, all right, I'm going home. All right, what the fuck? What the hell?
Even before I smoked, I just thought they should legalize it because they could tax the fucking shit out of it. But now apparently that's not working because everywhere there it's legal to smoke weed, you just get a plug anyways. We were talking to Miles about that, and he's gonna have to go to Chicago and still get a plug, and you can buy legal weed. It's just so fucking upcharged. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do it like that in this. Like, I went to DC, and it's not legal to sell weed, but it's legal to give it as a gift.
Yeah. Dallas Buyers Club method.
Yeah.
I'm taking donations.
Yeah, so I bought a
And you might
$50
have AIDS.
sticker. And I was like, oh, this sticker's really nice. When I walked outside, I thought I had to be coy with it. Because there was like, we were in like a farmer's market.
Yeah.
And I walked out and there's a cop, like security for the market. I was like, wow, look at this sticker. I'm holding it up in the sun and shit.
You're like, whoa, hey,
Dude, I did that in the Dominican Republic when I went with my family, and I bought a $65 little wooden box, and that's what the weed came in. And I was sitting there thinking, like, the whole time I wasn't even thinking about how, like, this could be just some sort of thing to get a white dude in their prison. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, it's weird that the guy that's gonna sell me weed is apparently rolling up on a cop's four-wheeler. And he hops off, and he's just got a little, like, what you would have Easter eggs in a basket. Like, he's walking up with that, and he goes, I'm selling boxes. And I go, oh, I think I got the wrong guy. He goes, no, you don't. He just waits for the four-wheeler to go, and he goes, buy this box. I go, I don't even like... He goes, buy that one, dum-dum. Do you need papers, too? And I just fucking... Oh, and I had to Cash App him like $65 over Cash App.
That's fine.
What was the Cash App label?
It was something...
That's a good point.
Stickers.
No, but it had like 3 different money signs in it. I was like, okay. All right.
This is legit.
This is the guy.
Wait, if you saw like 3 money signs in there, would your brain read it? Money, money, money. Is that how you would read it?
I would think it'd be like someone was owing them money, you know, and they're like paying them back.
Okay.
I would gamble in college. Like we would do some sports betting up in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was NFL, and it was when Aaron Rodgers, the season he tore his ACL, so we'd always bet on the Jets because that was the Monday night game after class.
Oh yeah, you can actually bet
Yeah.
Oklahoma. I always forget that we have to play like daily fantasies, and that's all we got here.
Mm-hmm.
But one time we won, and then I paid him his half, and then I just put like gambling in the Venmo, like his sports gambling, and then he was like, "You have to delete that, like that's illegal," and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I didn't even think about that. Anyways,
I always did like
I guess you don't. You're not a bookie. You're not a bookie for a living.
no, I'm not.
That'd be funny if you just did that for all illegal things. Like you had no idea that it's bad. Like, cocaine, thank you.
Yeah. I would buy weed and I'd call it drugs.
I just always put reimbursement because I also heard they told you. I had one dude tell me to do that because he didn't want the taxes on his ass. I'm like, if taxes is your biggest problem, where you're getting this amount of income from, like you might have bigger things to fry.
I gotta do my taxes.
This dude had a whole ass apartment that he never stepped in, other to get me weed.
You know, you have like a week.
I have a week.
Yeah.
April 20th. I thought
Well,
it
you
was
can
the
do back
14th.
taxes.
Sounds like you know the day. Dude,
Is it April 20th?
I
Well,
think
that's
it's the
week.
18th.
It's the 13th right now.
I think it's the 18th. I think you have until Friday.
Okay, thankfully.
That's
Sorry.
even worse. That's even worse.
Can you imagine taxes due on Easter?
Yeah,
Isn't that the most American thing?
No, but the most American thing is that Easter's on 420 this year.
That's for the
Yeah.
government to collect the eggs. We're just laying them.
Come on, the egg hunt. That is true. 420 is Easter this year. I wonder how many people will like not smoke because of the Lord, or will more people smoke because of the Lord? Do you think?
I think you're gonna hear a lot more of like, no, God made that plant.
Yeah.
God made the plant, so it should be. I think you're gonna hear that a lot that day.
I hate the all natural argument, dude. I hate it when people are like, "Oh, I'm smoking weed because it comes out of
Drugs.
the earth." I'm like, did it come out of Mother Earth? But like,
gotta give it to him.
thank you, sir. I'll take that. But it's like, I don't know. It's just like, do you want to do it or not? You know, like if you want to do it, then do it. Like, I just, oh yeah, sure, by all means. Do you
No,
play
we
with
gotta put it in the middle now since you got this.
No one
okay,
claims
okay.
it. It's neutral land.
Oh,
Neutral land.
I love that finger puppet, dude. It's actually, that triggered like a CC's memory for me, seeing that finger
Yeah.
puppet.
That's
like-
where I remembered seeing him for the first time.
Dude, I went to CC's a few weeks ago with my job, and it was just my coworkers and a bus of Down syndrome kids in the CC's.
That's about their
And,
clientele. Yeah.
And dude, I tell you, they wiped that pizza bar, man.
Oh.
We get down with some pizza. Like me and my coworkers, combined with whatever like school this was, it was like the CC's workers were scrambling.
Next
And I was
time you
like,
do
this
that,
is good.
let me know. I'll shave my beard, show up in a bucket hat, and then I'm gonna walk in with that line.
Okay.
I've been asked to stop coming to a CC's before.
Dude, the,
Oh, have you?
the pizza, the cinnamon rolls there. Holy shit,
God.
the cinnamon rolls are so good.
And the dessert pizza. Everyone shits on it, but I love that shit.
Oh yeah, dude. What do they have? What's their dessert? Because they have the Oreo. The
They
cinnamon
got
rolls
the
are just like
powdered
that's a staple.
brownies. The
Yeah,
cinnamon
really
rolls
shitty
are
brownie.
so good. The brownies aren't good, and then the dessert pizza. I haven't had that, but
The dessert pizza's nice. The Bavarian like CC's made it a thing. Apparently, I didn't realize that CC was the first place to do a dessert pizza.
Yeah.
And then because they're so poor and white trash, they did it, and then it became a huge marketable thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I only just went for the sticky ass arcade. That was my favorite thing in the world.
Dude,
If I found a non-sticky spot, I'd dip my hand in a soda and reapply.
Fucking nasty
I'm just
child.
imagining.
just checking 12-year-olds at the claw machine.
Just wipe out of the way. I was the kid wiping my nose on my sleeve and just going, touching everything.
Ugh.
Oh, but dude, that's like how our parents used to do it. Like at the arcade, like they would go like after school, and it's like, man, if somebody's sick at the arcade, like we're all sick now.
Right.
Like, thanks, asshole.
I was talking to my dad about that, like because he's probably an older dad for me being 24.
How old is he?
58, 9.
That's how old my dad is.
Yeah,
He's like
isn't
58.
it kind of weird that that's a? Do you have older siblings?
Yeah, but they're like 2 years older.
Okay, so it's still not much. We just got old ass dads.
Yeah.
But he'll tell me shit like his babysitter for his mom because she was the type of mom that took mommy's little helpers during the day and just folded clothes and shit like that. Like Six Flags was his babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had the CC's arcade, and now it's just like sitting at home on an iPad. It's just really devolved over time.
Oh yeah, yeah. The iPad kids, it's like an epidemic.
Yeah.
It's actually like kind of sad.
And I think that's mostly probably where the autism is coming from.
You think autism comes from Apple?
You don't think it's the vaccines?
I think it's just technology in general.
Right here, brother, right here.
This
is what
non-4-eye
Free toothpaste.
This is why we're good.
Thank you, Blake. I too agree with it.
He's gonna drink a fucking champagne in his bathroom later, and he's gonna thank you.
And I'm wearing these glasses. I'm saying the vaccines are what's causing autism.
Yeah, dude. I would honestly believe that like that Apple devices are causing autism more than vaccines.
I wouldn't even necessarily. I'm right there with you.
This
but
is
I
where
wouldn't
Blake and
even
I
see-
counter.
I say this is good. This is why I brought it up again. I want us to have a discourse.
This is the
if we can.
Four Corners podcast, but no. I don't even think it's necessarily Apple. I just think it's technology in general.
Oh, okay.
It's the same argument that people used to have with like the peanut allergy thing. You're like, who fucking had the peanut allergy in the '60s? I'd never heard. No one had ever heard of that. And
Well,
then
they just
now,
died.
like,
Yeah, that's what I was about
They
to
just-
say.
They just let them die. They're like, oh well.
he's weak.
It's like back in the day when they broke their leg. Like, guess we got to cut it off. You know, like they didn't.
What's
try
wrong
and
with him?
heal
He's
it.
a pussy. He'll die.
Yeah. Let's put
Natural
leech-
selection. Go
put
to war.
leeches on him to suck the blood out.
You know, to be fair, if there was an autistic kid in like the 1700s, they probably just killed him.
Yeah, they
I mean-
probably did.
Put him in the circus.
Ate one peanut and like, I guess this guy's gonna be a painter.
Look how good he is at the trapeze. He's fucking swinging. You're like, my God, he hasn't missed one yet.
Every one of their dads was like, he's a.
The boy with the
Creative.
giant head. Look. Look at him.
Isn't that crazy? That's what the circus used to be. Look at this freak, dude. Come pay me to see my freak.
It's just an Italian woman that hasn't shaved her mustache yet.
Oh,
That was the old school Kill Tony. Like,
Oh, really? Was it
Yeah.
just like the freak show?
yeah.
I never watched Kill Tony until it like came here.
I never watched it in general. I'm not a huge fan of Tony.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just he talks so much that I get taken out of it.
Okay.
But I'll watch when like a friend goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's just supporting the scene and shit like that. But also like the 1 minute format. We all just recently did a 1 minute show. It is not my favorite at all.
It's tough.
How did y'all do on that? Because I left as soon as I didn't go on, and I was happy to eat a burger and leave.
Yeah, Nick, how'd you do on that?
Oh, I won it.
Oh, you won?
Yeah, I won it.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I won the whole thing.
I didn't mean to walk into
Pax
that.
is like, I fucking hated it. God damn it, was stupid as shit.
No, it was good. I had
No.
a good opening joke for it, and it was I told my friend I was like, I'm gonna drive, an hour to do and he was like, how much time are you doing? It was like a minute, and he's like, you're driving an hour to do a minute, and I was like, brother, I've driven 3 hours for 20 seconds, and that did good.
That's a good joke.
That didn't. No, you take it back.
It just doesn't get a banana. It's not Pete.
yeah, that one that one actually did good that night, and I think that helped me out.
Yeah, you
So that
also
was-
are like a traditional joke writer. I'm a storyteller because I'm just like a pontificating blowhard that you can just like say a random thing that's funny. But like you're a traditional joke writer. That's why I like watching your set.
Oh, thanks,
And-
man.
And having you come up after me at that one Big Laugh show was nice because it really changed the fucking dichotomy of that system. Because I think I'm not the host that they want, but I'm the host that they trust to get there on time and shit.
Mm.
And like having a guy that's like loose on stage and then having like real comedians come on stage after me, I was like, fuck, I could ruin it for everyone else real quick. Just because I don't know. And I don't get to talk about my suicide jokes now that I'm first.
Yeah, that's a good point. But Nick is a good guy to like have on a show. Shameless plug, like, just I don't know. He's got-
Satara's MVPs. Gonna host it.
Hell yeah. Did you even plug a show at the
No,
start?
I didn't plug a show.
Did
When
you-
is
you have one?
Satara's-
Is it Satare? I gotta
think
get it
so.
right. Fuck, I'm the host.
I mess up names a lot though, but I'm pretty sure it's Satare.
Satare, thank you for putting me on. I appreciate it. That is April 19th at 7:30 p.m. at the Dallas Comedy Club.
Oh, nice.
And I'm doing the TK Showdown with Justin Staley.
And
keeps-
is that the one that's on the 20th?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That one's gonna be fun. And from watching his social media, it seems like the last show was sold out or something, at least like close to it.
Yeah, he did a good job with that.
I remember him saying that, so that's gonna be fun. But we are close to like
We're
an
at
hour.
20.
Yeah, so we do need to continue to plug. So will you go ahead and plug up your social media and your website one more time, and then we'll get Josh's information going?
I love how you have a website. We never
Yeah.
addressed it. really.
$400.
Really for a website?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Do you have to
One
pay?
time or
No, it was $200 for like the Wix thing. I think I got scammed. But it's nickkissee.com. Go to nickkissee.com, and then my Instagram's on there, and it's Nick_Kissee. It's my Instagram, and then my YouTube is Nick Kissee.
hell yeah? And then Josh, will you go ahead and plug up your social media?
Yeah. Again, Instagram is maybe Josh1, Facebook Josh Thorp, and hope to see you comment or something.
I can
Hell
hear
yeah.
him
I don't know.
scattling.
Yeah.
And then if y'all want to go ahead and find me somewhere, I've got the Laugh It Off 3 coming to DCC April 18th at 7 o'clock. Y'all come out to that. Hit me up if you get a flyer and you give that back to me after the show. I will send you back $3 or $5. I haven't decided yet. I'm trying to get as many people to come to that show as possible, so please come check that out. We've got an awesome lineup of storytellers. Other than that, please just follow me on social media at pbailey_comedy and Dingbat District Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube. We post a new episode every Tuesday and new clips every single day. Other than that, Blake, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, follow me on Pornhub.
We can't get that in Texas, Blake.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Come on. You're better than this.
No.
Follow him on X Videos. That's the better one.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, follow him on X Videos and follow us on YouTube. Other than that, thanks for watching another episode. Bye.